Yo! How are we doing this evening, everyone? I am here to do a contest entry for Trevor over at Fumed by Hatred. Now, or Fumes of Hatred, sorry, because, you know, I'm not that fucking brilliant most days, but you guys know this. If you're sort of wondering what's going on here, I'm just kind of bringing up a little thing here and there just to kind of, you know, make sure I have everything correct. I'm going to make sure that I post I'm going to put his video down in the description for his original contest. Just the camera there a little bit. Beautiful. Okay. And I'm just typing in what I need to double check on something here. Okay. So he has reached 400 subscribers, and he's over that now. So basically, it's 4 questions or tasks, I guess. The first one is resurrect 4 artists from the dead, which it could either be an individual musician, a full band, or an era of a band, which I'm going to kind of touch on at least 2 of those for sure. Number 2, list 1 to 4 album releases that pressings you desire to own that amass a total of $400 highest price on Discogs. Number 3 is list 4 concert memories that stand out, whether it be funny, sad, irritating, fucking whatever. That's going to be a quick little thing. And list 4 bands you've either seen live due to catalog or performance. That might be a little bit trickier, but that's okay. So I just want to make sure I have this here. La 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 la. Let's do this. I'm just going through all this here, and it's just a bit of a pain in the ass. Okay, so I know, apologies on this, guys. Okay, so first question we're going to do is going to be obviously number 1, resurrect 4 artists from the dead, whether it be individual musicians, a band, or era of a band. This is rather easy. I'm pretty sure we could all easily just do this snap of a finger. First one we're going to do is these guys, and you guys all know who I'm going to talk about, and that's this fella, Cliff Burton. How much would bass playing have completely changed if he was still around today? Where would he be? Would he have done all the, would he have been more into the finger tapping? Would he have gotten eventually, tried out a 6-string bass, 5-string bass? Would he have gone fretless? Would he have gone crazy extra amounts of pedals? How fucking insane would he have gone? We really don't know, because he passed away at a rather young age. It's quite sad. I really wish he was still with us, because I would really have loved to see where Metallica would have went. Not that I dislike where they went of sorts, but they really sort of went away heavily, as we all know, from their original thoughts. Sorry, fellas, I'm not actually tired. I'm just trying to rub the sleep out of my eyes, because it's been a bit of a day. Okay, moving on. I think this should come as no shock. Entombed, and this here is the era of Entombed I would want. This first record, and of course I'm talking about LG Petrov, who we lost a few years ago. Just nasty, really big old HM2 buzzsaw. I really wish that they could get the OG band back together too. Obviously, if we had LG back with us. I mean, is that not the greatest album cover ever? Dan Seagrave. Moving on to my third choice, I'm going to save so these last 2 choices are really difficult. But I'm going to choose this guy first before the last guy, and you guys probably know why. So obviously, Chuck Schuldiner, and even Sean Reiner would be cool. That's sort of like a bonus. Chuck Schuldiner, where would death metal be? You know, where, like, what would he be doing? Would he be like fucking with death metal still, or would he be sort of like in this proggish kind of thing where, you know, yeah, it's so hard to say because, you know, we obviously don't have him at all. It's quite wild. So yeah, Chuck Schuldiner, what a record, amazing, fucking amazing. And last but not least, again, some of you probably would already know this, but and I'm going to see if I can find a picture of this cat. But I mean, you guys are gonna know. Yeah, okay, so here it is. We're gonna talk about AC/DC, and we're gonna talk about Malcolm Young. We know what Malcolm is. We know what we know what he is. We know what he's done. We know that he's the main man behind fucking everything when it comes to AC/DC. The riffs, look at him, just sort of like, why am I here? Why am I in this picture? Look at my shirt. Look at my tank top. Look at my dretch. Just, you know, it's Malcolm Young, and it's pretty much the main reason why a lot of guitar players will cite him more often than not regarding how good he is and how good he was and that sort of thing. Okay, so moving on to question number 2. List 1 to 4 album releases, pressings you desire to own that amass a total of 400 price on Discog. So I'm going to go back to Symbolic. Okay, I'm going to talk about that, and I that's why I was sort of typing. Now, what I'm seeing here, last sold was, and this is a well, okay, so this is a reissue, so I got to try to see if I could find the OG. Yeah, so this one here looks like it's the original because I don't see reissue here at all. And basically, it last sold, okay, February 21st, 2024. So someone bought it. The low was $120.41. The median was $438.71 Canadian. The high, meaning that this would be like the creme de la creme and the best, the fucking mintest of fucking copies, $731.18 fucking cents for an OG copy. Because, I mean, as you guys know, it's a fucking nightmare to get because Roadrunner, you know, dick noses, and they don't want to do nothing. And they currently have 7 copies at this current moment for $543.99. Goofy! Thank you, Simon, for sending me a CD copy. Fucking hell. Yeah, so that's one. That's one. If I was to go with another sort of album, which I'm going to bring up here now, original Resting Sleep Dope Smoker. Because I believe okay, so this one here, I think it's the one I'm looking for. And for this here, the thing about this album is that if you find it, no, that's definitely not it. $11. No. Oh, excuse me. I'm just going to bring this up just because I know it's probably, it's like, it's the one that I would love to have, but I think the big problem with that is it's going to cost a bunch. Okay, so I think this is the one I'm looking for. Okay, yeah, so right now, Sleep's Dope Smoker, obviously Doom Stoner, Sludge, it's fucking near perfection. 10 copies, at $155.25. And the last time it was sold was March 29th, 2024. And the highest cost that it went for was $234.44. And pretty much there's a specific way to tell, too, on this. It has to have a certain logo on it for it to... Yeah, it's got to have a specific logo on it, and it's got to be like a bubbly kind of thing. I'm going to see if I can try to pull this up as best I can, guys. So, right. I think that's the one that you have to look at. And this pretty much right here, that's what we're looking at. And if that's, I believe that's the correct one. And my cousin's hubby, he managed to get it for like $100 off of Discog. So obviously the highest it's gone for is $234. So yeah, man, I love it, but I'm not spending that kind of money. Fuck no. Okay, back to the contest here. So yeah, basically symbolic OG pressing on vinyl is fucking ridiculous, especially Canadian dollars, because John did his version, and he was looking for an OG press of it was a Dark Throne record, and it was the one where the guy, it's just on the front, I think it's Fenriz on the front, and forgive me on the name of the album, but it was going for £450. Fuck no. So list four concert memories that stand out. Very, very simple. AC/DC, obviously, saw them in 2000, August 15th, which was a Tuesday night, at the Bell Center in Montreal. Fucking what an amazing show. Got to see them on the Stiff Upper Lip tour. It was fucking perfection. The next would have to be, I'm going to say, and I was just talking about this earlier too, Black Sabbath, which would actually be 10 years ago tomorrow, April 3rd, 2014, with the wife and I went down, and it was mind-boggling. Black Sabbath in Halifax, it was just everything I could have ever asked for. The next show that I would say, so obviously DC first, Sabbath number 2. Number 3 would be the Canadian Carnage tour, which was Slayer, Megadeth, and Testament. And so Megadeth played all of Rust in Peace live, which was cool, except for, 5 Magics, because fuck 5 Magics. The next one is Slayer did all of Seasons in the Abyss. And this was just after Tom had the surgery on his neck, so he couldn't really do a whole lot of headbanging, and you could kind of tell it was kind of bothering him a little bit. But obviously, as we know, they went for like 9 more years, because that show was in like 2010. And Testament. And Testament absolutely blew the fucking doors off of both of them. And even Megadeth had fucking Dave Ellefson come back. Like, fuck, dude. Like, he came back and they just walked right in. The whole fucking thing. And Testament blew the fucking doors off of both of them. Like, the Slayer and Megadeth didn't even stand a chance. And Testament they had just put out The Formation of Damnation, which was an amazing record, by the way. So that's number 3, and then by probably the fourth one would be my very first big show, just before AC/DC, and that was Iron Maiden with Bucket Truck and Voivod. Voivod, who was direct support for them, and Voivod played Astronomy Divine, and my brain fucking exploded. And then, of course, Maiden come on, kicked everybody's ass, and then, yeah, so that was cool. List 4 of the best bands you've seen live due to catalog or performance. Pretty much just fucking told you. Yeah, obviously AC/DC in 2000. I must say, though, so DC was the first. Black Sabbath, because it's fucking Black Sabbath. And obviously the Megadeth, the Testament, and the Slayer. Now, I could do those, but I'm going to take them out. And the best bands that I've seen live would have to be AC/DC, Black Sabbath, Testament, and funny enough, you might get a fucking bit of a chuckle out of this, but Volbeat. Volbeat, my wife and I saw them, and I'm gonna have a bonus one too, because, well, when we saw Volbeat, they came right out of the fucking gate, and they just started curb stomping everybody with their high octane, high energy rock and roll fucking metal hillbilly, or, you know, not hillbilly, fucking rockabilly style. They just kicked everybody's ass, and it was a lot of fucking fun. And again, because like I just said, I'm gonna have a sort of a special honorable mention, and that's Black Label Society, because, well, I'm a big fucking fan of Zakk Wylde. That guy's an absolute nutball. They played in Halifax. Yeah, we went down to see them just after we got married, actually, in 2012, and yeah, it was fucking amazing. It was badass. I loved that whole show. Again, Zakk come out and just tore it up, and the opening bands were kind of cool. But yeah, so that's it, folks. I hope you guys have enjoyed this sort of me ranting and fucking waffling on and touching myself over this record again, as always. Yeah, so if you're Canadian and you want this record on vinyl, the OG pressing, forget it. You're going to spend a lot of money. Anyways, guys, thank you so very, very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you do, hit that like button. Give a little smash on the subscriber button if you want to see more of these goofy videos. And then hit the bell for notifications, because I'm going to try to pick up a little bit more. You know, some contests have been rolling through, and it's been a lot of fun. So I will see you guys very soon.